Alright, here we are. Just outside the sewers. For part
Hey, maybe we can find
14
something in that boat over there.
of the grounded tutorial. Ellie cutting me off. Because reasons.
Way ahead of you, kid.
So there are a couple of major sequences coming up. A lot of just collecting crap to start with, though. Not a lot to get on this boat. We have to remember we did just use 3 Molotovs in Pittsburgh, though, so something like a rag is very important.
Whoa.
What?
Alright.
There's a little bit.
Yeah, not a ton to talk about, but just to go over the stuff we collect and where, etc., etc. It's worth going through this portion of it. Now, if I recall correctly, there's a restart encounter somewhere near here, but I don't recall where it is, so... There we go, Henry's close enough. Once he's close enough, you can just hit triangle. Bob's your uncle.
Alright, come on, kids, go.
Now, I gotta say, I've never made a segmented tutorial like this before. It's got some advantages in that because the material's chopped up, it's a lot easier to find what you want, so on and so forth. I gotta say, creating it, giant pain in the butt, I gotta say. No part of that is because I'm using incredibly primitive technology to do it, but oh my lord. But yeah, no, I'm glad to have it though, because if I change any strategies or whatever, it's going to be a lot easier to just fix it by redoing a small segment of the game as opposed to the whole thing. So, quarter blades. Grab all the parts in here. This area and the one up ahead is something you would ignore on plus.
Joel, we should see what's over here.
But we aren't on plus, so we need these places. Actually, no, I would still go in for the blades back there. I take that back, but I would not go over here.
If you can get it open, I can crawl through and clear that door. That is a big rat.
So, up ahead, there's an area where I'm going to show you a despawn trick, even though it's not what I normally do anymore. I'm going to show that to you in case you're worried about resources, feel intimidated about sneaking around the clickers. It's just something where it's like, you know, I want a way where I don't have to take any risk. I'll show you how to do that. And I'll just describe what I normally do. So, pills. There's a collectible over here. Oh, I don't need that. There isn't a collectible over there. It was on the table. And then the parts. I wish you could hop that railing. Yeah, 50 parts, 10 pills. That's excellent. If you're wondering how we are, we're 20 short of our max health goal. As I've said earlier, we won't get that 100 supplements until the suburbs. And the suburbs is where we will do some serious upgrades because we're going to get a new set of tools up here. Alright. Let's go down. Maybe I can show you the normal way and then go back. I'm not 100% sure where the restart encounter is. I think I can probably do it.
Henry, give it a shot. All right.
Come on, Henry. Give it a shot. You can't do much, but I think you can do that. There you go. See, I think Henry's worse than Bill. Not for speedrunners, but in general, because Bill's just...
I'm going to have a look.
He can be useful in a normal playthrough. Get the binding. Henry's just pretty useless throughout. If he does anything for you, it's just kind of dumb luck. Up here. Joel, for the love of God, will you drop the pallet, please? Thank you. So, why do we even want to go over here? Because there's stuff in here. So, what I would normally do... Let me show you. 25 health. He doesn't normally follow me over there, but that's okay. He's a clicker. He's easy to ignore. Health. Explosive. And you leave him alive so you can sprint. That's the benefit. Then I just leave. We're not worried about him. But if you're like, you know, I don't want to use that shotgun shell. I'm going to lose it. Maybe I want it later. what can I do?
Can we get out this
So there's
way?
two options. You can technically sneak through that area. I don't enjoy doing it. You have to go very close to the clicker at the front. It's really slow. But you could theoretically just creep in, creep out,
Henry,
and
give
get
it
the
a shot.
stuff.
All right.
But I'm going to show you the despawn trick. Because this requires no skill whatsoever. So you can just relax and enjoy. Let's
I'm gonna
duck.
have a look. You keep an eye out.
Still gonna grab the binding. You can still alert the clickers here. That's the benefit. But when we go back, we're gonna be walking slowly. Just keep that in mind. So this is longer and slower. Because you can't sprint if they're not alerted. Oh my god, it's a clicker. Oh dear lord, what will we do? Alright, grab yourself the pallet. Now, by doing this despawn trick, you're taking advantage of something the designers clearly did not think of.
Go, Ellie.
Oh, there you go. That's smart.
So again, if that bothers you, or you feel like it's cheating or whatever, just do what I did. Shotgun the clicker and go around, or else sneak around. But yeah, this is kind of a neat thing, so. And remember, we're doing it for
That
parts
generator still got some juice.
and a bit of explosive. And if you're asking, well, what do you need the explosive for? You've got 3 smoke bombs. You know, what are you going to use it for? In the Firefly lab, I need a nail bomb. So this is part of the way I get that, the necessary supplies. And of course, I want the parts, because I want to upgrade things as much as possible. So that's going to help me in a more obvious way. You can fall off this thing accidentally. It's annoying. Henry will pull you out of the water. So race over here. Grab yourself pills and the toolbox. Go over here. Go ahead and triangle. Now what you're going to want to do, the moment you have control of Joel, turn around and go back.
It's a sort of alarm.
I don't hear anything.
There's someone
There you go. So the clickers have despawned, and you know that because we're just jogging. We cannot sprint. So the game, if you go forward even a little bit, will shut those doors. But I didn't. I turned around, and all this stuff still exists, but the clickers are gone. So with no threat at all, you just go back up these stairs, up the ladder, get our stuff, and then when we go back, Henry will lift us out, and we'll just go back down that tunnel. But you can see how much slower this is to do it this way. That's why I don't do it this way anymore. There's 25 parts, the health, the explosive. Yeah, the only benefit of doing this as far as I'm concerned is you save a shotgun shell, or however you want to kill the clicker, you know, beat him with the pipe, whatever it is you want to do with them. Save the shotgun shell, save the stress of sneaking around, and still get the stuff. For me, I prefer the much more speedy route of alerting, killing the one guy, because I find sneaking in there kind of tedious, and then you can just race out. But yeah, so this way I still have my shotgun shell. Do I need the shotgun shell? I think that's up for debate. You don't really use the shotgun a whole lot at this point of the game. Spotlight's the last place where it's really important. Henry teleported. It's funny. Shorty! Good old Shorty. Alright. So we're going to grab manual, which is explosion upgrade, which is fantastic. Pills,
Same with the
rag,
Okay.
and there's nothing else to get here.
Ready?
Okay, do it.
Now, if you're wondering how are we doing for stuff, so 90. We're doing great for regs, really short on alcohol. We still have a Molotov, which we won't be using, and of course, we got 3 smoke bombs. So in the upcoming area, we're going to make our companions be useful, and that sounds impossible, but believe me, you can do it. Right here. Shoot him. That is a weird drop from him. And you are going to run away. Duck. You have to duck. And now, I will tell you, your companions can kill all 3 of these guys, and this can take from a couple minutes to about 300 years. Once in a while, you may have to show up to rescue them. For the most part, especially since given that weird drop, I'd probably rescue them with the 9mm. Why they drop 3 9mm when I have 8, God only knows. Typically, these dudes will drop shorty ammo. That's normally what they do. That's typically what they'll drop. But once in a while they'll drop revolver, which is fantastic, or weirdly 9mm. Now the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 times I've done this, I haven't had to shoot at all. But I don't mind using the shorty. I don't really use the shorty for... As long as I have one of either shotgun or shorty, I'm good for the next area. As you can see, I have plenty of ammo for that. Now, if you're wondering what these 3 chuckleheads are doing, Sam will occasionally, rarely, throw something. Oh, I might have to fight this guy. I don't know if he'll follow me or not. The clicker won't. They're very attracted to being in their zone. If I have to, I'll whack them. So yeah, so Sam will use a throwable occasionally. Ellie will use her pistol. And Henry will mostly punch and sometimes use his gun. Actually, Henry will mostly wrestle, but if he does anything effective. And you can get drops from your companions. It's not super common, but it can happen. So at least one runner and a clicker is still alive. Pointing can help encourage them to use their weapons. I don't want to swing, though, because that'll draw enemies to me. Now, if you're asking me, is there another way to do this? Yes, of course. You could do the fight. The fastest way to do it is to Molotov them up there. You do a restart encounter once you're through the gate. That'll close the gate, so you can't go back here. But you restart encounter, kill the guy running down there, Molotov all 3. Bob's your uncle, you're done. But this is so we don't have to reuse resources. We've used 1 shorty shell. That's it. Still a runner alive. No. Oh, they broke it. Nice. I'm just pointing to encourage them to shoot. I used this trick with Tess way back. I think it's the first video, first part. Still a runner and a clicker left. But I think they have killed 1 runner. Way to go, Henry. Come on, do some damage, folks. Look at Sam. This is Sam's existence. He's gonna stand here. Think about life. Wow. I'm a useful character. Holy mackerel.
Well,
There it is.
you know what happened to these people?
So I really had to do nothing. No risks taken.
All we can do is hope there aren't any more of them.
Let's see if they dropped. Looks like they did.
I know.
What is with all the 9mm? I'm not complaining, but I have never had that much 9mm on a grounded run in my life. Now, granted, I've only used it 3 times, but that is ridiculous. So nothing here on grounded. That is absurd. I can't rationalize that. You will not normally have those kinds of drops. Grab the parts. Grab the pills. Pick up the sad note if you'd like. And parts. So we have some alcohol to grab under the stairs, and then we are in, to me, I think maybe one of the most tense areas in the entire game, the stalker area. Now, there is a very, very easy speedrun strat. Well, very easy for grounded. So that's a quarter alcohol. Speedrun strat that you can do to avoid this dealing with this area.
Hey,
All you need is one of these and a pipe, which we have. But that's not what we're going to do. That is not how I approach this area. Just like way back at the graveyard, where I went through pains to get 10 parts. Here, I'm going to go through pains to kill all the stalkers silently to get the things that are in this area. It's not a lot of things, but there are things in this area, and you cannot get them if you were doing the speedrun strat.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
So, how well will this go, we'll see.
Hey, this thing isn't
But,
broken, man. Just go. Get out of
It is repeatable, it is doable.
You stay close to him.
Henry, we gotta fucking
If I can do it, you can do it. You need 5 arrows. Or if you don't have 5 arrows, you just need to be able to recover enough to take 5 shots. Our bow is still kind of derpy. Not quite as derpy as when you first get it, but still kind of derpy. So you must crouch immediately.
Yeah, I know.
And the stalkers are squirrely as frig. Alcohol. So again, might have to do this a few times. That is okay.
Stay behind me. If I run, you
Don't be discouraged if you miss a shot or two. Like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. Not had a whole lot of luck with it. Yeah, Sam will get in the way of that shot because he's Sam. See, I already got one back. I'm not going to pick that up yet. I might get another drop by leaving it alone. Now, if you're asking me, hey, couldn't you go up and strangle the stalkers? You can. I will tell you, it is exceedingly difficult. Grab the pills. We've got another stalker to kill, as Sam once again gets in my way. She is the hardest shot, in my opinion. Did I lose that arrow? I didn't think it broke. Apparently it broke. Not quite sure where she is in a rotation. Grab the sugar. Well, there she is. Ooh, I would have liked to shoot her there. I'm going to have to wait. That kind of sucks. It's going to be a little while before I can shoot at her again. Like I said, they are very squirrely, so don't get overly enthusiastic in how you're moving around down here. Since it's going to be a while, though, we can go grab some of our stuff here. That one broke. If the second spawn comes in, grab the parts, restart encounter. God damn it, Sam is annoying. Quarter blades. Parts. So the only thing I haven't picked up is the shorty ammo that got dropped. I missed. That's bad. That's bad. I'm going to see if I can save it. If you do that, I would suggest restart encounter, but I'm going to see if I can save it. Now I've collected everything, which is good. But I don't know. Oh, there's the stalker. So she's still on patrol. That did not alert her. That alerted the clicker. It's going to be hard to make that shot with him there. I'm going to go around. Will I be annoyed if I have to do all this again after all this work? Yeah, but you know, sometimes. Good thing is her rotation hasn't changed, which means the second spawn is not definitively going to happen. Oh shit. She is my concern. Clicker is whatever. Got her. Beautiful. The clicker was lured to where I was, so I think I'm safe and moving a little faster here. Come on, that shouldn't have broken. Grab that alcohol. Okay, apparently that arrow did break. Alright. We have enough to craft another one of these. We will. It's not the most important thing in the world, but... Had I not reloaded that? That's so weird.
Move it.
Okay. Now that is going to bring in the second spawn, but we should have enough time to go up the ladder. That is part of the strategy. You can try brick piping him, but my experience is not very pleasant with that. Didn't drop anything. There we go. We did it. So, yeah, missing that shot was not ideal, but it's kind of good that you can see that you can get yourself out of that if you have to. Just be careful. Only have 2 arrows back. It's not great, but it's alright. Next area.
Oh, thank God.
This is really simple.
We gotta keep running.
Go, go, go. You're not going to fight any of these. So your only requirement going through here is...
Ellie, get away from the door.
You're going to need to hit the triangle prompt here. You don't need to hit the square. The square is a lie. Don't worry about the square.
He just broke
But if you don't hit the triangle prompt, the doors break open and they kill Ellie automatically. So just be forewarned that that is what happens. Alright, and you can pick that up if you need it or want it. Now for this area, you can technically do this with one smoke bomb. I throw two because I can. And I prefer to play it safe. Now here is the Molly. There we go. Doesn't give us any resources, but we're now back to 3. So remember, we used 3 in Pittsburgh. With 1 left over, we now have 3 again, which is great. I'll go over here to get these chuckleheads to do what they're supposed to do.
Here, give me a boost. I can get through that window.
Your only concern here is really Henry being goofy, but
Open it from the other side.
if you're doing what I do and throw 2 bombs, you're fine.
You're not staying in here.
I aim at that little box on the wall.
Go.
Gives a nice angle to the smoke bomb and catches them. There we go. Throw it. Poof. And then I just start counting down. I give it like at least 20 seconds. 20 to 30 seconds. And throw the next one. And now you're just going to wait for Ellie to open the door. Nothing else you have to do. Again, if you throw 1 smoke bomb, you'll throw it. You would have waited just a touch later. Then you can hang out at the door, and really all you're hoping is that Henry won't run out there and cause you trouble. Because technically there's enough time to get out here. If you've picked up all the upgrades for bombs. If. Alright, there we go. We just finished the sewers. Easy peasy. So we'll move on to Subway in the next video.